What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blade Atomica, Beyblade X. Today we got BX-21 Hellschain Deck Set, where we, as you can see, get our 3 blades in this set. Yeah, I'm ready to get to it and check it out. Let's flip the back and see what we got. So we have Hellschain, which is the star of this box set. Obviously, this is Bird. If you guys don't watch the anime, Bird is kind of like one of the main characters in Team Persona, which is the main team that Beyblade X follows. His Hellschain is an upgrade from Hellscythe. I don't have it yet, but we will. And it is in a balance type, right spin, and 560 ratchet with a high taper. I believe that's right, high taper. If not, hey, correct me in the comments. And the other 2 is Night Lance 360 low flat, and then we have Wizard Arrow 480 high needle. I wanted to get this set because I didn't have any of Bird's blades and or Multi. So Multi is the owner of these 2 blades. She's another his teammate on Team Persona. She likes to flip between stamina and defense, but it looks like with these are actually switched up a little bit to where we have an attack right spin with this Night Lance. Usually that's her defense blade, so I guess they decided to switch it up a little bit. Keep in mind, these are recolors. These are not the actual anime colors of her blades. This is anime accurate with Bird, but hers, they just switched it up. I may get the originals at some point. I'm pretty sure I will. But I wanted to check this deck set out because I really wanted to check out Hellschain's. And I'm a fan of orange, as you guys know, so I really wanted this orange Wizard Arrow. And I do not have these bits. I do not have a low flat, and I do not have a high taper. So, without further ado, we can get into it, and let's do it. All right, so we've got it cracked open. We're gonna go from right to left, and let's start out with what's gonna be my favorite color. All right, guys, so let's get this bad boy open. We're gonna start out with the Wizard Arrow 480 needle. Again, correction, I said high needle earlier. This is a regular needle bit. So here we are, the needle, nice bright orange. I love this neon orange, but this is just not a competitive blade. It is what it is. It's cool, it looks great, but I would not go in competition with this bit. And here we are with the 480 ratchet. Again, looks real nice, clear orange, clear. It's like a sherbet with this clear interior. Again, it's maybe a mid ratchet. And we move on to the blade. The blade is Wizard Arrow. Again, the recolor orange, smooth on the sides, as you can see. I could see this being cool with some other combinations, but with this stock, again, it looks good. I'm a fan. We're gonna go ahead and put it together to give you the full aesthetic. It's pretty light, so it kind of really doesn't work too well in the defense department. And again, with the needle, it's just easy to knock it over and get it off axis. So again, not the most competitive blade, but something for the shelf, something to look at, something to show off. I love it. And again, I'm an orange fan, so I'm going to be biased. So here we are, moving on to the next blade. This is our Night Lance 360 low flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack it open, get it out. And this will be the low flat bit. Again, a very competitive bit for the meta. Really fast. I feel like it's faster than Drawn Sword. Attaches to that X dash line really well and just kills it, man. Here we have the 360 ratchet. Not the most favorable ratchet. If you were going to use this, I would take this ratchet out and throw something else a little bit beefier on there, sturdier, so it could really like have that burst resistance. And here we are with the Knight Lance blade. I am a personal fan of this blade. I love how it looks, the design, the way it's just set up to just smash a lot of blunt force with the way this blade is. So yeah, really nice. We're gonna go ahead and snap this bad boy together, show you guys how it looks as it's completed. And again, this is a competitive blade. I would not use that ratchet. I would upgrade the ratchet, and you should have something pretty sick. So looking forward to using this blade, coming up with some different combinations. And here we are, moving on to the star of the show. This is Bird's second blade, his upgrade from his first one, Hell's Scythe. Moving on to what we have here, Hellschain. I kind of feel like this blade definitely was an upgrade, easier to use. Here we are with the bit, high taper, very aggressive in the meta. I love using this bit. It's good at being aggressive as well as holding the fort. And again, it being a balance type, it makes sense. This will be our 560 ratchet. 560 definitely is a better ratchet than at the last one we just looked at. So it does balance this blade out really well. It has less burst resistance than the last one. And finally, we have the Hellschain blade. This blade is amazing. I love the chain design around it. And it just, I believe it's got a little bit more weight to it than the last two. I'm pretty sure it does. So unfortunately, I don't have a way to measure it, to weigh it. But based off just holding it, I can kind of tell like it's got a little bit more weight, a little bit more of a beefy blade. So it can definitely dish out some smash attacks. So we're going to go ahead and put it together so we can give you again the full aesthetic of the blade and how it looks, how it sits. There we go. And here we are, Hellschain 560 high taper. That clear just looks great. I love it. I could have used like a deeper red, but yeah, here we are. All right, so we're going to do a couple of test battles. We're going to start out with Wizard Arrow and Drawn Sword, all stock. And let's see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Good job. So it seems that Wizard Arrow is prone to burst finishes. Yeah, so we're gonna try. So next up on the list we have Knight Lance, and we're gonna pair it up with Viper Tail, all stock. And Viper Tail takes that one. Let's do it now. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, that Viper Tail is crazy. All right. And then last but not least, star of the show, Hellschain. And let's do Drawn Sword. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. See if you can hold up to that. Oh snap. Looked like Drawn Sword took it. Let's try it again. All right, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Oh, he's off axis. This is a good battle though. I like, okay. Drawn sword with the win with the spin finish. Let's try one more with Hellschain and Viper Tail just for kicks. All right. Yep. Landing on top. Let's try this again. That was not a. Those chains with the burst finish. All right. All right, guys. So just to hit you with a final analysis. I do think this is a good set to grab, especially if you do not already have these blades. So I kind of wanted these because I did not get the starter Knight Lance and the starter Wizard Arrow. Although there is a variation in the combination, I believe. I haven't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they probably come with maybe different bits and ratchets. But, you know, one way or another, yeah, this is pretty dope set. I will say upon further testing, you know, they have their pros and their cons, just like any blade. Everything is, you know, got a weakness. It's got to be balanced. So I will say I feel like out of the three, after doing some tests with a couple of blades, yeah, Hellscythe is definitely a dope blade. Yeah, it's kind of hard to go wrong with that hot taper and the ratchet, with the 560 ratchet. The thing I will say about all of these blades is I noticed that there's a gap, pretty decent gap between the blade and the ratchet. As you can see, at least I think it's a pretty decent gap, and this pretty much for all of them. This is the tallest blade in the bunch. So I noticed this nice shield was prone to, I'm sorry, it's actually this one. This one, the Wizard Arrow, was prone to being bursted pretty easily. So not really necessarily sure why. It is a defense type, but I believe when it's going up against, yeah, it was that drawn sword. It sits lower, so yeah, that's probably why I was hitting that ratchet pretty easily. And then I've heard the 4 ratchets are easy to burst as well, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Nonetheless, I'm glad I got these blades, and I think a worthy purchase because, again, I did not have any of these blades before. Now, if I'd have already gotten the starters, then I might not have. I still would have wanted this Hellschain though. So either way, it still probably would have been a good buy for me because, again, I love this orange Wizard Arrow, and you know, you can always use the extra parts. This was my first low flat. So yeah, based on the information, the low flat is a tad bit shorter, so it's supposed to give you a faster X dash. I see it. I tested it out in the speed with the drawn sword versus this one, and you know, stock drawn sword with its flat bit. It definitely is faster. So if you want a faster X dash, yeah, this bit right here will do it faster than drawn sword anyway. So yeah, that's my final analysis here at Blade Atomica. These are some dope blades. Shout out to Mala Toys, they hooked us up. And stay tuned for further episodes. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. We have some new blades coming in. We're still waiting on, was it Kyle Sphinx Kyle, and Unicorn Sting is coming up, and we have the new UX blades that are already pre-ordered and queued up for you guys. So again, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are out.